What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Travis. This is TW Motorsports, and today we are out in somewhat of a chilly shop. I don't know if you guys can see my breath, but it's like 32 outside. I got the heater turned on. It's up to 55 up there. It's probably about 50 in the shop at this point, but it's giveaway time, right? So we're gonna show you guys the winner of the giveaway, both for the Amazon gift card and the MBS swap that I did on this truck. For 30K subscribers. So thank you guys so much for getting me to 30,000 subscribers. But before we get into that, so before I go grab my laptop and we pull a couple winners and kind of how that's going to work, like I said, we're going to try to draw two people. The first one gets a pick between either the gift card or the MBS swap, and the other person would get what the first one doesn't choose. Now, both of you people that I draw do not have an old body style that you're wanting to do that swap on. We'll just have to figure something out. But before we do that, I really want to show you guys what I purchased. So you guys see in this video, I wanted to show you a new purchase that I made. And I know a lot of you guys are probably thinking, oh my gosh, here we go, another project. No, it is not technically going to be a project. But I will tell you guys that I have pined for my original truck for a long time. So if you guys have watched my Q&A questions in the past, a couple of people have asked, like, what was your first vehicle? My first vehicle was a truck, and it was an S10 Cameo. And so I have been actively looking, not hardcore looking, but I've been looking on and off for the past 4 or 5 years for another S10 Cameo. So, or a Sonoma GT or a Cyclone or something like, I love that square body look of the S10, the S series trucks back in the day. You guys know that out here outside, I bought this square body S10 to try to teach my son how to drive a manual transmission. And I've just always loved those trucks. You can see my 54 and the Vets out here as well because I'm getting ready to do some work. But anyway, I've just always loved those. I just think they're just, I don't know, there's just something about that squarish S10 that I've just loved. So as I said, my first one was in Cameo. Now it was an EL, it was the cheaper version. It was a 4-cylinder 5-speed, and on the EL, they didn't have the cladding on the side, just had the front bumper with the fog lights and the roll pane in the rear. It was an 89. So anyway, I've been posting on the Sonoma GT Cyclone and the Cameo registries online, trying to see if anybody had some for sale. Now, a couple people have hit me up, and I just wasn't in love with it. Just they didn't really fit what I wanted. I didn't want a project. I didn't want something I had to bring home, paint, deal with rust. Those trucks were really bad about rusting, and most people didn't take care of them. Now the Cyclone, people took care of those because they were kind of oddities. But the Cameo and the Sonoma GT, they were just trucks to people. So most people didn't take care of them. Anyway, as I said, I've been looking for one for a while. And we'll talk about what it is. It's right behind you here. And, well, I found one. And we'll talk about kind of how I went about getting it. But, yeah, I don't know if I've been more excited. I can't remember the last time I've been this excited about a vehicle purchase. It was probably back when I bought my ZR1, because that was kind of like a real milestone for me being able to afford that car. And of course now we don't have it, but I was really excited about that. But this one's a little bit different in the fact that it's kind of like my first truck. And yeah, so I'm gonna quit talking. Well, I'm not gonna quit talking, but I'm gonna show you guys what it is, and we're gonna talk about why I bought it. Like I said, I feel like I've given you most of that, but I just love them. So this is it. It is a Sonoma GT, and guys, I'm telling you that this video will not do this truck justice. It's that nice. It is absolutely insane. This is a 92 Sonoma GT. They only made them 1 year, and I'm sure they made like some prototypes, maybe in other, like maybe in 91, but yeah, 92 Sonoma GT. It is way more rare than the Cameo and the Cyclone. It's just, they only made 809 of them, I believe. They only made like 119 maybe in this color combo, the white and the gray. They had blue and gray, black and gray, red and gray, I think, and teal and gray. I really would like to have a teal one, but this one, I'm almost speechless because it's that nice. Anyway, so this one is number 806, so it was really late in the build. They're VIN specific, so 0806 is the last 4 of the VIN, and I'm just stoked about it, guys. This thing has been, now look, this isn't the original paint. This guy bought this thing back in 2000, or no, sorry, he bought it brand new. He was 20 years old when he bought this truck brand new. So he's had it since new. And I don't know, like, look, I was passionate about cars at the age of 20, but he kept every receipt. So I have the receipt when they purchased it at the dealer in Little Rock. I have the original window sticker is in the glove box, original books, original wheels and tires. If it was taken off this truck and replaced, he kept it. And so that is absolutely who I want to buy from. And this is exactly what I was looking for. I didn't want something I had to paint, didn't want something I had to work on. I just wanted to drive it. Now, will I do some odds and ends things? Maybe. I don't know. It's so nice. I just don't know that I want to mess with it. It runs great. These trucks were the new 4.3 TPI. And while they had their issues, it was the most powerful 4.3 that they had ever had, other than the turbo model that went in the Cyclone and the Typhoon. But no, it's rear-wheel drive. It's not the all-wheel drive version, because the Cyclone is the one that got the all-wheel drive. I didn't want the all-wheel drive because they're more problematic, and you could only get black. And I had a Cyclone back in the day, and I just hated it. Anyway, so this thing, like I said, it's been painted. He said he was driving it, and the original cladding was kind of a gray, not coated, no clear, and as bugs would hit it, it would stain. Anyway, he never did like that, but at some point he was sitting I think he said he was going to eat somewhere, and a lady backed into it, and she cracked that front bumper, and they were able to, I don't remember if he said they replaced it or fixed it. I'm pretty sure he said he was able to get one and replace it, but his brother owned a body shop, and he's like, let's just paint this whole thing. And so they did. And look, guys, a lot of times your painters, especially when somebody says it's been painted, like I went down there thinking, this paint is insane. It is so much better than the factory paint. It's ridiculous. I don't even remember the brand that he said he used, but it's a high-end brand, and I'd never really heard of it. It's kind of one of those, I wish I remember the name. But anyway, they blew this thing apart. So all the skirting, or all the bumper pieces off, all the pieces along the bottom, the ground effects, all the glass came out, the bed came off, everything was taken apart, and this thing was painted the correct way. There's so many different ways that people like to they don't want to jam it. He re-jammed it. It's just, look at that. Kept the sticker, they taped around the sticker. It's just crazy, and you don't get those tape lines from not pulling the glass in the front or the back. I mean, it's just incredible. While they were doing that, he did reverse the tailgate handle and skin the back of this. So these things dipped in, and I'll show you what I'm talking about here in a minute, but look at the bed of this truck. They painted the bed as well. It's just absolutely crazy. So other things that he did to it, obviously it's been dropped a little bit, and he put some aftermarket wheels on it. These are Riddlers. Actually, they're the same wheels that I have on my 54, and 20 by 8.5 all the way around. It's got a Corvette front caliper. He went to the dual piston instead of the single piston. It's got upper and lower control arms. It's got a drop spindle. And then I think he said he used a 4-cylinder S10 spring to get the front down. So that's how the front's lowered. The back is a Beltec drop leaf and a block. And it's got a front and rear sway bars, aftermarket. These things didn't come with a rear sway bar. He put a sway bar on the back. And then he's got some helper springs on the shocks. So at some point I might jack this thing up and show you guys. You can kind of see the upper control arm. It's powder coated red there. But to keep, like I said, to keep all this stuff and to keep this truck so nice, it's just incredible, because you drive a place and you think you're getting something, and somebody says it's nice, and you ask 10 different people what nice is, and you're going to get 10 different answers. So to show up at this guy's house and see this truck, it was just incredible. But I want to show you some of the stuff he gave me. So as I said, everything he took off, he kept. So these are the original wheels and tires. So these are the tires that came out on this thing in '92. He got new stickers just in case one ever went bad or got faded. You can see Sonoma GT stickers. These are the original center caps, front brakes, part of the bed cover. These trucks originally had a bed cover, and he didn't want to put that one back on because it scratches. He did not want to cut up or weld on the original tailgate, so he got a new tailgate. This is the original tailgate here. Let's see, go back over here. We've got a piece of exhaust that he bought. He was going to do replace the exhaust, but he said he never got around to doing that. He replaced the other piece, the piece that comes from here back. So technically the Y pipe back he replaced, but he said this one was a little harder, so, and it didn't really need it, so he didn't replace it. Those are the stock upper and lower control arms, stock springs, and then we have the stock radio that came out of this thing. It's just crazy that you would see that people keep this or take this a good care of a truck. It's just crazy, especially at 20 years old, you know. Like, this was his baby. On the inside, these trucks were pretty well appointed for the day. They had buckets with the red trim, and then of course the shifter in the floor, power window, power lock truck. Look at this dash. There's one small little crack starting right here, but these things are generally just thrashed. You guys have seen the inside of my other one, and of course fog lights. Let's look under the hood real quick. Hopefully I can do that with one hand. But just insane, guys. The original hood light works. Look at this. He replaced the AC compressor. He said he replaced the water pump. Just, you know, and some stuff I might do is just clean this up. But look at the jams here. I mean, they took the time to do it right when they painted this thing. Look at the hood. I mean, just absolutely crazy. I have never went to buy a truck or car or anything and felt bad about offering less. Now, when I first got there, it was pouring rain. It was in his garage. Didn't have the greatest of lighting. But when I got this thing home and washed it off, I trailered it home. I almost felt bad for offering less than what he was asking for the truck. It's just that nice. And so what did I pay for it? I paid $11,300 for this truck, and I think that is a amazing price for the quality. Now look, this truck probably sold new. I don't even remember. I haven't even looked at the window sticker, but I think it was like $16,000 new. And you know, these trucks are coming up in value. You're gonna see these trucks go for $30,000 one day. I guarantee that. No, I'm not even gonna try to dig that out. There's other stuff that he gave me that he was gonna replace or take off. Yeah, so I'm really excited about this thing. I need to clean up the tires a little bit. I didn't do a very good job. I was just trying to get, it was raining, so I was just trying to get the gunk off of it when I washed it. I didn't do like my level of detail as far as getting it cleaned up. I just wanted the paint to be clean to show you guys. But let me know what you guys think of this thing. I'm impressed with it. Like I said, it's not gonna be a project. It's not gonna take the place of anything else. It's just something I've wanted for a while. And when I get that in my mind, I just go. So that's just kind of how I work. Anyway, like I said, it's right up there with the black 52 here and the Trans Am as far as trucks I don't really foresee me ever selling. Now the green truck's real close to that area as well, but I don't know, man. This one's probably above the green one. I know some people are gonna hate to hear that, but let's go grab the laptop. Oh, one more thing. It has 150,000 miles on it. I didn't tell you guys that. So for it to look that good on the interior and actually be driven through the years, pretty good statement to how he took care of this thing. But let's go grab my laptop and let's see if we can pick some winners for this stuff. So I've got my laptop out here ready to pull winners, and it's the Wheel of Names is where I chose to do it this time. I will tell you guys that I've got to find a better way to do this because there ended up being, I think, about close to 400 of you guys. And I typed these names in one by one. So that took a while, and that's why it's taken me so long. So sorry guys, I know that we hit 30,000 about 2 weeks ago now, I guess it's been, maybe a week and a half ago. And so, but it's just taken me, I worked on this a little bit each night, typing names. And if the names were like Jim, that was easy. But when you have like a number or an underscore, or it's just, it takes a while to do that. But before I pick a winner, I have the Sonoma GT up on the lift, and I just wanted to show you guys what I was talking about as far as the suspension, that Spawn lower control arms. You can see that there. And then on the other side, you can see that sway bar that he put in, and then those helper springs that he put on the shock. He said that really helped the ride quality. You also see he put in a new gas tank, new exhaust. You can see the exhaust from here back. It's pretty clean on the bottom. Like I said, he undercoated the bed while he had it off. Obviously the spare tire looks kind of gross, but I think we may just kind of clean some of this up. Like I said, I really don't have a plan to do a whole lot to this truck other than just keep it nice and clean. And anyway, so let's go. I know you guys are excited to see who wins. And like I said, I'm going to pull 2 winners. So let's hit it and see who the winners are. The first one, who'll get to pick which one they want, is 5E Garage. And so guys, I will email you, and what I'll do is I'll email this person first, see which route they want to go, and then we will email the second person that we're going to call here. So let's remove him. So you can't win twice, sorry. And the second one is Douglas Woodington. So there you go, guys. Congratulations to both those winners. Like I said, I'll reach out to 5E Garage first, and then Douglas, I will reach out to you second. But guys, there is more to come. Thank you, like I said, so much for getting me to that 30,000 subscriber mark. I will tell you that there is another giveaway video coming in the next couple weeks. So stay tuned to this channel because, like I said, we are going to be giving away more stuff. As the channel grows, I would love to give back to all you guys that support me. So like I said, if one of you guys doesn't have an OBS or doesn't want that, we'll get into that at that point. But thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. Like I said, thanks again for getting me to that 30,000 subscriber mark. I love doing this, guys. I love working on cars. I love showing you, kind of my passion for working on them and the vehicles that I like to work on. I know sometimes it may not be what you want to see. I know a lot of you guys are Trans Am guys, may not be truck guys. A lot of the truck guys may not be Trans Am guys, but it seems to be pretty common that a lot of people like the variety that I have here. So thank you so much. If you're not subscribed, guys, you got to go down there and get subscribed so you can register for that next giveaway. And well, while you're down there subscribing, make sure you ring that bell icon. That notifies you every single time we drop a new video. And stay tuned to see what we work on next.